Back on to the all-weather we go for race number 4. Not a bad field coming up here either, and it's over the 1,200 metres. Call Me Teddy is on the class drop. Ice Legend having his third start on the all-weather. Light of Wanshi, he resumes. He's had the 2 trials to prepare for this. Spontaneous is on the class drop, a 4-time winner in this grade. Beauty Champ has the hood and the pacifiers off. The Shadow Roll and the crossover noseband both back on. Flying Bonus wears pacifiers again. Ace Talent goes up in trip. Wayfeng Legend, Cheek Pieces and the Shadow Roll go on in Blazing Sun. Sun has moved from Francis Loy to Jamie Richards, Nick, and being 1,200 metres, you'd imagine the pace is going to be pretty genuine.
Yeah, it certainly should be. Flying Bonus, the 6 horse there. He's drawn wide though, that would be the concern, but he has got some good early speed and he's shown that on a few occasions, notably 3 and 2 back. So he can certainly press forward. You've also got Ace Talent as well, who in his trials has been prominent and can show a little bit of speed. He seems to have plenty of natural speed. He's that type of horse. Stand up, the 10 horse here, Sylvester de Souza, Frankie Law, again, shouldn't be too far away. And the likes of Spontaneous, Paul might just be caught a little bit deep from 11. Yeah,
he's drawn a little bit awkwardly. Light of Wanshi, I think, might just be a little bit further back than he'd like. Smiling Collector, he should get a nice enough run, sort of midfield, but he can be a little bit green at times, can't he?
Yeah, he's a tricky ride, is a Smiling Collector. We're going to start, Nick, with Ice Legend, though. This is his last start on the turf. He's a horse that's just been racing without an ounce of luck lately. Yeah,
he could certainly do with some, couldn't he? And he was favourite on this occasion as well. Zach Purton rode him and he runs off the same mark this time in. So you can see him there, pocketed away against the inside, didn't get all the favours at all. And Derek Lung's taking over. He's actually ridden him just the once for the one win, Derek. So he knows the horse well enough. And once in the clear, Paul, he has run on.
He has definitely. He's run on. I don't know about him for the all-weather, though. He's had 2 cracks on it, so the jury's still out for me on him.
Yeah. OK, that is Ice Legend who we kick off with. Move on, Paul, to an X-replay. This is Light of Wanshi. Both of his trials have looked pretty good, including this one, where he beats Victor, the winner.
Yeah, and Zach's aboard as well. Light of Wanshi, really good trial, drawn nicely in barrier number 4. There is a lot of pace in the race, though. That's just a query, but look, it was a good trial, wasn't it?
Very good trial. And what I like about him, he just does it under his own steam. He's never having to be asked for effort, and he seems to travel very well on the surface. So, yeah, very interesting runner, good draw. Zach's obviously been trialling him, so there's plenty to like about him.
Place 2 from 4 first up also has Light of Wanshi. Spontaneous is our next replay, Nick. Another trial for him, and he runs second behind Race Rival, Gold Comet, who runs in the first.
Yeah, this was nice enough trial. He's actually an all-weather winner, this fellow, and he is a course and distance winner once from 5, so he certainly can handle himself on this surface. And you haven't got to go too far back. There was a run when back in July when 3rd off a mark of 61 behind Jolly Ruler, not being all that far. I think certainly gives him claims, and he's off 2 points lower here this time around, Paul.
Yeah, when he's good, this horse, but when he's bad as well. And the last 2 runs at Happy Valley have just been ordinary. But so he has drawn wide, to be fair, both times. But unfortunately for him, he's drawn wide once again.
What do we make of Ace Talent, Paul? He's only had the 1 start. That was over at Happy Valley over the 1,000. So surface switch, and this is a trial on the all-weather.
Now, this is the thing with this horse. He only had 1 trial coming into that race at Happy Valley. He's had plenty of work since. He's by Swiss Ace. Now, we've seen, again, that progeny like the surface. Ugly Warrior a few years ago absolutely thrived on it. And he's out of a Darcy Brahma mare. So he should be well suited by the surface. So I'm going to include him from a low draw.
Yeah, I remember chatting to Casper Fownes, his trainer, about this horse, having seen him trial up at Chungfar and trial well. And I think by all accounts, he's very racy. He comes to hand pretty quickly. So that was hence the 1 trial. But hopefully he'll come on for that debut run.
Wayfeng Legend, his first start back in September. David Hayes has poured the work into him. Nick, 6 trials since then, and he does appear to have trialled well on the all-weather surface.
Yeah, look, he's clearly a nice enough type of horse. You know, he's done nothing wrong in this trial. He was beaten 6.5 lengths on his debut behind Carrying Spirit, but as you say, he's had plenty of trials, plenty of work as well, and he's certainly showing up in the mornings, Paul. I think if he brings this sort of form to the races, he's interesting.
Yeah, definitely. The Cheek Pieces, Shadow Roll will go on. He's got Lyle Hewitson aboard as well, and I know Lyle's going to try and put him into the race.
And our last replay is Stand Up, who comes out of a race behind Fiery Diamond, so that's good form, and the trial, Paul, really strong.
Yeah, I think this is the horse to beat. I mean, it was a really good trial, and that form race is really stacking up with Fiery Diamond in. So Look, he looks good. He can put himself right into the race early as well. So he's the one I'll be going with.
Yeah, good strong trial this. You can see him there in those pink colours under a real tight hold. The form of his last race is good. Obviously, he was second to Fiery Diamond, not beaten far, and he's obviously won again since. So yeah, he certainly is one of the leading contenders.
It took Fiery Diamond a long time to get past him last time. He eventually did, but he goes on top this week.
Yeah, and I do like him. He's come out a little bit short, but the form race was strong and the trial was strong. Ace Talent, he goes in there for second. We'll give him a chance by Swiss Ace. I think he's come on to the right surface here. As I said, the jury out with Ice Legend, but there is ability there with this horse, so didn't want to completely dismiss him. And then Light of Wanchi, who trialled really well in there for fourth. 10, 8, 2 and 3.
Yeah, I'm going to go Light of Wanchi here on the back of those trials. Mightily impressive, and I think if he can bring that form to the races, then he certainly has claims, that's for sure, from a good gate. So we'll put him on top. Ace Talent in for second. Look, I've always been keen just to keep an eye on this fellow, and his first run, I think there were slight excuses. He was a bit crowded. He did eventually run on okay. So trying a new surface, trial was okay. Call Me Teddy up at the top. He's downgraded. I think that will suit him. And he's been placed 3 times from 7 on this surface. And Jerry Chow's claim will help as well. And stand up, look, he's definitely a strong chance. I've got him in for fourth. He might well finish closer than that. But he's one that I'll put in the numbers anyhow. 3, 8, 1 and 10.
There you have it, the preview for race number 4, which is also the first leg of Sunday's Triple Trio.